Most important things, if you want to get good habits, is to set up a system rather than just having a goal. Standing up, maybe walking up and down a little bit, gives you a very big advantage versus sitting down.
Introducing you to the Java champion, Dr. Heinz Kabutz.
PhD in computer science, prolific global speaker, Java Lifetime Achievement, launched the Java Specialist newsletter. It spread to 150 plus countries, and it's still growing.
You set up a system so that you force yourself to win. In life, you need to set yourself up for success. And if I've got the option of simply putting a chair on the treadmill and sitting down, I'm going to do that. Because I'm a lazy guy and I'm going to do what's the most convenient.
But behind all the achievements, at what cost?
A lot of fun going to a conference because you go there and you're the rock star. But there are a lot of sacrifices with that as well. In my early 40s, I was at a conference with my son. I was walking up just one flight of stairs and I was out of breath. I realized if I want to see her grandchildren, I'm going to have to do something about that. My doctor said to me, you have to walk every day. You have to walk more. Unfortunately, we have a pandemic amongst programmers. If you neglect your body, that part has been very, very hard on the family, very hard on me as well. You're going to prioritize your health and not only work. It's, I think, super important for engineers, for programmers to prioritize that. And it starts with a decision. I started running, a bit. On the 1st of December 2016, I said, right, now I'm going to run every single day. One day I was really tired and I was in a hurry and I made one wrong movement and I got a really bad back spasm. And I was basically on the ground, couldn't get up, and I had to stop my running streak. So that's when I got the idea, let me invest in a treadmill desk. I've never really had a problem doing multiple things at the same time. I mean, I can speak in front of a crowd and I can code at the same time. It's not a big deal. So I thought to myself that walking and working at the same time shouldn't be too hard. When I first got the walking desk, I was very enthusiastic and I would every day walk for 1 or 2 hours. But it's a bit annoying because you're constantly distracted with pressing the speed button, the stop button, and the noise. The noise also, because if you're trying to do a video call with someone and they hear this the whole time, it's very distracting. Plus, when you're walking with an electric motor, you walk at a constant speed, again, very distracting for someone that you're speaking to. It also has some benefits. When you have a constant speed, your brain doesn't have to think at all about the walking. But there's one thing I like walking barefoot. Like normally when I'm in the house, I'm barefoot. When I walk on the beach, of course, I'm barefoot. When I run on the beach, I'm barefoot. So most days, I'm barefoot. This desk was very hard, first of all, very hard surface. So it wouldn't give cushioning when you're walking. And also quite rough. You could walk with socks, but you'd wear down your socks very quickly. But you really can't walk barefoot. I tried it. I tried to get my feet used to it. I could never get used to it. I was speaking to one of my newsletter subscribers, Evan. So he told me about Walkolution, and he said this is definitely something I should try. It addresses some of the issues that I had before with the sound and so on. So the Walkolution 2 arrived, got the TrueTerrain texture. So it's like a spongy, soft, really very intelligent design, which feels like I'm walking on the beach, but not super soft sand, like the medium soft sand. There's always like a bit of texture. It's been really interesting. Your brain actually needs to adapt to this. I don't need to just add that, practice a bit. You mustn't give up at the first attempt. I've been walking a bit. I haven't walked as much as I wanted to, but already I'm noticing a difference in terms of being able to be creative, being able to think, being able to come up with good solutions. I mean, a lot of my great solutions or great ideas come in the shower. I'm standing in the shower. I think we all have that situation. I've always been like that, where if I get stuck with a problem, go for a short walk, clear the air, get a different scenery, and very often just that physical act of getting up off your chair, going for a walk, helps with thinking. And there are philosophers in ancient Greece who used to do that, to walk and philosophize as well. The one thing which I do like about the Walkolution 2 is that when I first got it, I didn't have the back stool. Now that I've got the backrest, it's very natural to simply stop and lean back a bit and chill out, and then continue walking. It's a bit like if I'm going for a walk on the beach with a friend and we stop to chat a bit, and then we carry on walking, and then we stop again, chat. So it's a natural way of doing things than having a constant speed, always exactly the same speed. I saw a picture of myself from back then, and I felt like going and kicking my own backside because I hardly did anything physical. If somebody told me that one day I'll be standing being videoed for exercise, I would never have believed that, because that was the last of my priorities. My priority was, how do I dodge doing exercise? And I tell you, I invented a whole bunch of computer crises at the school to avoid doing exercise. But here I am. The idea of setting up a system rather than a goal is from a book that I read by Scott Adams. It's like this desk now. I've set it up so that this is my big monitor. I don't have another big monitor. If I want to work with a big monitor, I have to use this desk. This desk does not go down far enough that I can use the chair. I have to do the walking desk. I don't have a choice. That's a system. From my experience has been that set up a system for success so you don't have to think about maintaining it. That way you end up automatically winning. So what I want to do is I want to use it as a Kickstarter to kickstart myself into a stage where I can, if I want to, walk for 8 hours a day. I want to set up this challenge in such a way it becomes part of our lifestyle. I shave, I brush my teeth, I go for a run. There's no question. The question is not, should I run today? The answer is always yes. The question is not, should I walk for 3 hours today? The answer is always yes. And once you set up like that, it becomes a lot easier. The thought process is no longer, do I do it, yes or no? It's always, yes, I do it. How am I going to do it?
Walkolution. We keep the world moving.